Hello. Today we're gonna play Cthulhu game. It's called Dagon. I played what is it called? Like a role playing Cthulhu game for like how many times? Like 3 times. So I know like what the Cthulhu is, but the thing is I don't know much about this game. Hi Fruity, hi. I know nothing about this game, so I'm gonna find out while playing this game. So let's get started. I hope it's not that scary. Starting a new game will override. Okay, I don't care about it. This is my first time playing. Dagon is a faithfully interactive adaptation of H.P. Lovecraft's work focused on story and atmosphere. You will not find difficult choices, action sequences, or inventory management here. That's good. I like it. I liked it from the beginning. And movement is limited to progressing through locations along with the plot. Limited? Why is it highlighted? I wonder why. Anyway, let's get started.
I am writing this under an appreciable mental strain, since by tonight I shall be no more.
Oh, what? Yo! Starting from the beginning? During the game, you will encounter interactive elements. Some of them will allow you to continue your journey. Others reveal interesting facts about the original story, its historical background, and the author. Some of the trivia is hidden in order to find the secrets. Focus your eyes and look for the elder sign. I'm gonna work with the. If I look closely, then it'll show up. Okay, I'm gonna look with the. What is it called, mouse? Hey, scroll into like. Do I have to click this?
Penniless, and at the end of my supply of the drug which alone makes life endurable, I can bear the torture no longer, and shall cast myself from this garret window into the squalid street.
No matter what, you know why? I wonder your house looks like this, you know, creepy, dark, full of trash, and look at the wall, it's so dirty. Is it like fungus something?
Do not think from my slavery to morphine that I am a weakling or a degenerate.
What do I have to do?
When you have read these hastily scrawled pages, you may guess, though never fully realize, why it is that I must have forgetfulness or death.
Yep. Yo.
It was in one of the most open and least frequented parts of the broad Pacific that the packet of which I was
Graphic is not
supercargo
bad.
fell a victim to the German sea raider.
Come to the German Sea Raider. From there? Oh, I want to move, but I cannot move. I just can click. I guess that's all the thing that I can do in this game. I'm listening to the voice acting.
The Great War was then at its very beginning, and the ocean forces of the Hun had not completely sunk to their later degradation. So that our vessel was made a legitimate prize, whilst we
flag is it? What country is it?
Fairness and consideration due us as naval prisoners. So liberal, indeed, was the discipline of our captors, that 5 days after we were taken, I managed to escape alone.
Can you escape now?
With water and provisions for a good length of time.
Oh, these are my belongings from now on, right? So I'll be escaping from this boat alone. How about my fellow sailors? Am I gonna leave them alone and, you know, go alone? Maybe I didn't have like strength to help others.
Myself adrift and free, I had but little idea of my surroundings.
It's all like blue, black. Look at the lights over there. I guess I have to go there, right?
Never a competent navigator, I could
Oh,
only guess
see.
vaguely by the sun and
Look at the
stars that I was
waves.
somewhat south of the equator.
Beautiful.
Of the longitude, I knew nothing, and no island or coastline was in sight.
I can see none of the islands or continent. I'm just alone in the sea. Good thing that I have like foods with me, but what am I gonna do? And I end up with like eating all the food and find nothing.
The weather kept fair, and for uncounted days I drifted aimlessly beneath the scorching sun, waiting either for some passing ship or to be cast on the shores of some habitable land.
Will I able to find a land eventually? Or no, have you seen the thumbnail you saw like squid? So maybe my end will be like eaten by giant squid.
But neither ship nor land appeared, and I began to despair in my solitude upon the heaving vastness of unbroken blue.
I understand. Living alone on the sea, floating, and I cannot even see the like sequels or any fish or any birds.
The change happened whilst I
Think I'll
slept.
be feeling like isolated. Change?
Its
Kind of
details I
change.
shall never know.
Is it the squad? Giant
For my
squad?
slumber, though troubled and
Void?
dream-infested, was continuous.
From troubled and dream infested was oh no. Ew, it's the thing that I saw on the thumbnail, right? Oh my god, look at the ship. Is it my boat and is it like on my boat? So all everywhere, like 1, 2, 3, 4. I hope that's not my ship. It shouldn't be my ship, right? Because my ship was brown,
When at last I awoke, it was to discover myself half sucked into a slimy
Half
expanse
sucked?
of hellish black mire, which extended about me in monotonous undulations as far as I
Oh,
could
it's called
see.
a Meyer? Okay. Hello, Meyer. Can you leave me alone? Spit me back? Oh,
And in which my boat
kidding
lay
me?
grounded some distance away. Though one might well imagine that my first sensation would be of wonder
Gosh.
at so prodigious and unexpected a transformation of scenery, I was in reality more horrified than astonished. For there was in the
You're
air
sad.
and in the rotting soil a sinister quality which chilled me to the very core. The
Aw.
region was putrid with the carcasses of decaying fish and of other less describable things which I saw protruding from the nasty mud of the unending plain.
Oh, I cannot see clearly like everything, so let me change. Oh, I can see better now. Okay, I can see better now. Oh, look at the seashell. And look at those. Oh, gross. Get it back. Like, darken my account again. I don't want to see these things anymore. Wow.
Perhaps I should not hope to convey in mere words the unutterable hideousness that can dwell in absolute silence and barren immensity.
What, am I going to die?
There was nothing within hearing and nothing in sight save a vast reach of black slime, Yet the very completeness of the stillness and the homogeneity of the landscape oppressed me with a nauseating fear.
Oh, look at this! What the hell is this? It looks like, I don't know, it's like some ancient creature in the past, like ancestor of cockroach or something. Yeah. Look at the mouth and like, I think it's mouth, right? Ooh, creepy. I think he flipped back, flipped. I think it's showing the, its tummy.
The sun was blazing down from a sky which seemed to me almost black in its cloudless cruelty, as though reflecting the inky marsh beneath my feet.
Can I escape from here? Oh, I wanna. Ooh, ooh, snapping sound.
As I crawled into the stranded boat, I realized that only one theory could explain my position.
Getting eaten by these tentacles, like, what's that? They were there, like the little glowing thingy. A little mountain, but I guess it's not, right? So, oh, and it's not covered with the water. Look at that. Oh my god, my food is over there. Oh, it was fish? Back. I think that's my call. I think this is my lunchbox, right? Watching the lunchbox, I want
Through
to have some
some unprecedented volcanic upheaval,
to
a
eat
portion of the
something.
ocean floor must have been thrown to the surface, exposing regions for which innumerable millions of years had lain hidden under unfathomable watery depths.
Yeah.
So great was the extent of the new land which had risen beneath me that I could not detect the faintest noise of the surging ocean, straining my ears as I might.
Faintest noise of surging ocean. Is there more than these things? Is there more? Thing is like, even though I cannot see water, even though I try to sail, it'll be very difficult, I'll get tired easily quickly and I'll be staying there. I'll try to get that. Oh, I was thinking about like maybe I'll be like eating like making a fire to, cook it, but the thing is if I do that, I feel like they will be angry at me and try to eat.
Nor were there any seafowl to prey upon the dead things.
Those are dead? Are they dead too? Dead like the tentacle thing? I hope they come.
For several hours I sat thinking or brooding in the boat, which lay upon its side and afforded a slight shade as the sun moved across the heavens.
Hmm?
As the day progressed, the ground lost some of its stickiness and seemed likely to dry sufficiently for traveling purposes in a short time.
Yeah, I can walk. Maybe I can walk.
That night I slept but little, and the next day I made for myself a pack containing food and water, preparatory to an overland journey in search of the vanished sea and possible rescue.
Gosh, can I go right now?
On the third morning, I found the soil dry enough to walk upon with
Okay,
ease.
let's walk. Let's walk to the sunlight.
The odor of the fish was maddening, but I was too much concerned with graver things to mind so slight an evil, and set out boldly for an unknown goal.
Let's walk to there. Let's walk to the sunlight and we will see the land eventually. And
All day I forged steadily westward, guided by a faraway hummock which
What the
rose higher
hell is...
than any other elevation on the rolling desert.
What the hell are these? God. Is it a fish or kind of a non-clear creature or that thing over there white? Is it a claw or teeth? At first I thought it was crab, but I don't think it's crab anymore, right? Holy crap! This one kinda look like crab's leg, but this one looks like spider's leg, and there's a tentacle over here. What is this? Is it a whale or something? I think I'll be crazy if I walk alone here for a long,
That
long
night,
time.
I
Oh my god, what?
and on the following day still
Ew!
travelled toward the
Ew,
hummock,
what
where
are
that object seemed
this?
scarcely nearer than when I had first espied it.
Walk away quickly. Where do I have to go? Let's escape from here. That kind of looked like worm, you know?
By the fourth evening, I attained the base of the mound, which turned out to be much higher than it had appeared from a distance.
I walked for 4 days and couldn't still find the land.
An intervening valley setting it out in sharper relief from the general surface. Too weary to ascend, I slept in the shadow of the hill.
You know what, to be honest, if I was in this fish, if I were in this situation, I think I cannot.
I know not why.
What if
my
like
dreams
some
were so
crazy
wild
monster
that night.
comes after me? Was sleep? No, I cannot do anything at all.
But ere the waning and fantastically gibbous moon had risen far above the eastern plain, I was awake in a cold perspiration, determined to sleep no more.
That's a good idea. Look at the moonlights and stars, blue sweet thingy, but the sky is so beautiful. Don't need to sleep anymore. Can just walk by guided by the moonlight.
Such visions as I had experienced were too much for me to endure again. And in the glow of the moon I saw how unwise I had been to travel by day. Without the glare of the parching sun, my journey would have cost me less energy. Indeed, I now felt quite able to perform the ascent which had deterred me at sunset. Picking up my pack, I started for the crest of the eminence.
Oh.
I have said that the unbroken monotony of the rolling plain was a source of vague horror to me.
Yeah, it's free on the game, on the Steam. Hi Simon and hi Dylan. Hi. My first thing this game series. I saw like there are like a 4 or 5 series. Broken Money of the Rolling Plain. What kind of a horror game?
When I gained the summit of the mound and looked down the other side into an immeasurable pit or canyon, whose black recesses the moon had not yet soared high enough to illumine. I felt myself on the edge of the world, peering over the rim into a fathomless chaos of eternal night.
Gonna
Through
do?
my terror ran curious reminiscences of Paradise Lost, and of Satan's hideous climb through the unfashioned realms of darkness.
Well, you should stop thinking and just move
As the
on.
moon climbed higher in the sky,
You know what? If you
I
think
began to
more
see
and
that
more
the
and
slopes of
more,
the valley were not quite so perpendicular
captured
as
by
I had
your own
imagined.
thought, and you know you're gonna be insane.
Ledges and outcroppings of rock afforded fairly easy footholds for a descent, whilst after a drop of only a few hundred feet, the declivity became very gradual.
Why did you climb the mountain? Didn't you just turn around, go around to go to the other side?
Definitely analyze. I scrambled with difficulty down the rocks and stood on the gentler slope beneath, gazing into the Stygian deeps where no light had yet penetrated. All at once, my attention was captured by a vast and singular object on the opposite slope, which rose steeply about 100 yards ahead of me.
It kind of looks like Cube in what was that? Transformer. Yeah, Transformer.
Gleamed whitely in the newly bestowed rays of the ascending moon.
Let's go. Get there. See what it is.
That it was merely a gigantic piece of stone, I soon assured myself. But I was conscious of a distinct impression that its contour and position were not altogether the work of nature. A closer scrutiny filled me with sensations I cannot express.
Let's go over there.
Its enormous magnitude and its position in an abyss which had yawned at the bottom of the sea since the world was young, I perceived beyond a doubt that the strange object was a well-shaped monolith.
Monolith?
Whose massive bulk had known the workmanship and perhaps the worship of living and thinking creatures.
So, kind of living and sure it'll be like for like thing. Is it a cube? This rectangular thing.
Dazed and frightened, yet not without
I want to see. I want to go closer to see what it is really.
I examined my surroundings more closely. The moon, now near the zenith, shone weirdly and vividly above the towering steeps that hemmed in the chasm, and revealed the fact that a far-flung body of water flowed at the bottom, winding out of sight in both directions and almost lapping my feet as I stood on the slope.
So let's go over there and see what it is. Looks like kind of looks like skull. Bottom.
On whose surface I can now
body.
Inscriptions and crude sculptures.
Go closer to see what it is.
The writing was in a system of hieroglyphics unknown to me and unlike anything I'd ever seen in books.
It looks like seashells that be based from fossil. On the right and left, but in the middle, what the hell is it?
Consisting for the most part of conventionalized aquatic symbols such as fishes, eels, octopi, crustaceans, mollusks, whales, and the like.
Whales? There are like whales too. I can see shark. Shark. Where the hell is whale? I can see seahorse, shell, no whales.
Several characters obviously represented marine things which are unknown to the modern world, but whose decomposing forms I had observed on the ocean-risen plain. It was the pictorial carving, however, that did most to hold me spellbound.
What's on the bottom?
Plainly visible across the intervening water, on account of their enormous size, were an array of bas-reliefs whose subjects would have excited the envy of a Doré. I think that these things were supposed to depict men, at least a certain sort of men.
Is that real a man? I feel alien mermaid.
Creatures were shown disporting like fishes in the waters of some marine grotto.
I think it's a mermaid.
Or paying homage at some monolithic shrine, which appeared to be under the waves as well. Of their faces and forms I dare not speak in detail, for the mere remembrance makes me grow faint. Grotesque beyond the imagination of a Poe or a Bulwer.
If these are the Cthulhu.
They were damnably human in general outline, despite webbed hands and feet, shockingly wide and flabby lips,
Indeed.
glassy, bulging
Of the
eyes,
text.
and other features less pleasant to recall. Curiously enough, they seem to have been chiseled badly out of proportion with their seed
It's a shame that I
background.
can, move. So I wanted up and down to see
For one of the creatures was
by
shown the
myself.
act of killing a whale, represented as but little larger than himself.
So basically, whales are very, very big, right? And the mermaid man on the right side is the size is definitely not a man.
I remarked, as I say,
Being
their grotesqueness and
underwater
strange
creature.
size. But in a moment decided that they were merely the imaginary gods of some primitive fishing or seafaring
God,
tribe.
or maybe these are the Simpsons.
Some tribe whose
No.
last descendant had
Really a
perished
living
years before
creature?
the first ancestor of the Piltdown or Neanderthal man was born. Awestruck at this unexpected glimpse into a past beyond the conception of the most daring anthropologist, I stood musing whilst the moon cast queer reflections on the silent channel before me. Then, suddenly, I saw it.
So am I encountering Cthulhu now?
With only a slight churning to mark its rise to the
Am I?
surface, the thing slid
Am I?
into view above the dark
Are you
waters.
Cthulhu? Or are you the mermaid or the creature thing? Ew!
Polyphemus-like and loathsome, it darted like a stupendous monster of nightmares to the monolith.
Go back.
About which it flung its gigantic
Oh, yo,
snake
yo,
while it bowed
yo,
its hideous head
yo.
and gave vent to certain measured sounds.
Why are you, why are you staring at it? Just go back and act like nothing happened.
Mad then. Of my frantic ascent
It's
of the
real,
sloping
not
cliff,
mad.
and of my delirious journey back to the stranded boat, I remember little.
Came back to the boat? Why? You walked like
I believe
4
I sang a
days
great
and you
deal
back
and
to the
laughed
boat?
oddly when I was unable to sing.
Because he saw the Cthulhu, he became crazy, right? That's what it is, right? I remember that when I was doing that, like, Cthulhu came with my friends. When I see, like, Cthulhu thingy, like, that creature in, when I was playing the game, I became, like, insane. I have to roll the dice. I guess this is what it is.
I have indistinct recollections of a great storm sometime after I reached the boat. At any rate, I know that I heard pearls of thunder and other tones which nature utters only in her wildest moods.
What's happening?
When I came out of the
Oh!
shadows, I was in a San Francisco hospital.
The land now. I'm on the land now. I'm
Brought
alive.
thither by the captain of the American ship which had picked up my boat in mid-ocean.
Huh? Mid-ocean? I was on the like wee dirt thingy, right, with the boat, and the American ship found me in the middle of the ocean.
In my delirium, I had said much, but found that my words had been given scant attention.
Where's my leg? Is my leg gone? Or is it showing only the pillows and the bed and the blanket? I guess it is, right? If I lost my leg, then if I turn around like this, they should show my head, but it's not not even showing the head, so yes, didn't last
Of
my
any
leg.
land upheaval in the Pacific, my rescuers knew nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Nor did I deem it necessary to insist upon a thing which I knew they could not believe.
Here they cannot believe what you say. The journalist Lovecraft was a prominent figure in the world of amateur journalism. In 1915, started publishing his own journal called The Conservative, which included political and social commentary, poetry, short stories, and literary criticism written by him and other authors. Howard was skilled wordsmith, but he also took criticism to heart, which resulted in his decision to step away from writing poetry and concentrate on weird fiction again. For the first time since his teenage years, Dagon published in 1919 is one of the short stories written during that period. An example excerption from The Conservative, the master of horror fiction explains his attitude towards warfare and the idea of world peace. Why any sane human being can believe in the possibility of universal peace more than the conservative fathom. The entire civilized world agrees simultaneously to disarm one or more. Nations would undoubtedly retain secret armaments and at the proper time take advantage of their more altruistic and less attitude contemporaries and wild career of conquest of against unarmed victims. Wow, that's a long sentence. Wow, that's a really long sentence. No country is over or ever can be above warfare until the basic impulses of the human animal shall have miraculously changed. You can read the discovered trivia immediately or go back to them later in the main menu. Turn off the display trivia if you find that the feature distracts you from the story. This can be changed anytime in the option. Let them show, it'll be okay. What's happening now? Do I go outside?
Once I sought out a celebrated ethnologist and amused him with peculiar questions regarding the ancient Philistine legend of Dagon, the fish god.
So Dagon was the fish god? So that thing that I saw was the fish god? But it had like 2 legs and two arms. That was more like human than fish, you know? And the head also, didn't look like fish at all. Dagon was the main deity of the Philistines, worshipped throughout the Middle East as the ancient god of fertility and crops. Fish god becomes fertility and crops, not the fish? Okay. The rulers of Akkad, Mesopotamia chose him as the patron saint of their war consequence. He also appeared as the judge of the dead in an Assyrian poem and an underworld prison wonder in one of the Babylonian texts. He is often mistakenly taken for a fish god due to the wrong interpretation of his name. As in Hebrew, the word dag means fish. Dagon is an underwater deity ruling over the deep ocean once. Esoteric order of Dagon. Whatever. Interesting.
But soon perceiving that he was hopelessly conventional, I did not press my inquiries.
August the Cthulhu. I don't want to read long one. Let's just go over there to see what happens. Oh, she looks pretty. So what do I have to find from here? Yo, am I just like... Did I just came here to see clock? Is that what it is? Now I have to go over there to go out. Hi, Irene. Hi.
Especially when the moon is gibbous.
What's up, man?
But I see the thing. I tried morphine, but the drug has given only transient surcease and has drawn me into its clutches as a hopeless slave. So now I am to end it all, having written a full account for the information or the contemptuous amusement of my fellow men.
For you, I guess you wrote everything that you wanted.
Often, I ask myself if it could not all have been a pure phantasm. A mere freak of fever as I lay sun-stricken and raving in the open boat after my escape from the German man-of-war. This I ask myself, but ever does there come before me a hideously vivid vision in reply. I cannot think of the deep sea without shuddering at the nameless things that may at this very moment be crawling and floundering on its slimy bed. Worshipping their ancient stone idols and carving their own detestable likenesses on submarine obelisks of water-soaked granite. I dream of a day when they may rise above the billows to drag down into their reeking talons the remnants of puny, war-exhausted man. Of a day when the land shall sink and the dark ocean shall ascend amidst universal pandemonium.
That's the thing that I don't want to expect. The Statue of Liberty, I guess. Oh, I came back. What do you mean by that is near? Like, yo, oh, look at it. He blocked the door with the cabinet. Because he was so afraid, right?
I hear a noise at the door, as of some immense slippery body lumbering against it.
Can I go out, like, using the window then? Doesn't have any clothes or blankets at all. The sheet on the mattress is gone also.
It shall not find me.
I think he's in front of your door. Oh, no,
God,
no.
that hand!
Holy crap. It's greeting me.
The window!
Yeah, let's go to the window. Go to the window. Let's go out. My neck. He died, right? We hope you enjoyed immersing yourself in our little pool of cosmic horror. We would appreciate it if you took a moment to rate Dagon and check out our other games and DLCs. Okay, I'll do it later. So I guess in the end of the game. At all? Am I finished? You finished, right? Yes. Oh!
And scary stories have been accompanying men for centuries.
Oh my god, you jump
They have
scared
many
me.
faces and forms.
Oh my, so big.
But
It's
what
so
is
loud.
their purpose? Why do we enjoy being afraid so much? During our therapy, I'll try to explain this.
It was so loud. It was so... Oh, there are things that I didn't... Hmm? So... What if I click the
I hear a
continue?
noise at the door, as of some immense slippery body lumbering against it.
Is it doing it again? So I'm
It
gonna
shall not
see
find
the end again, and I end up like jumping out the window,
God,
and
that hand!
I guess it's the same thing. Okay, interesting. That was interesting game. I didn't know I didn't know that it will end with like dying, but guess it is what it is. And yeah, I guess that's the end for today. End game for today. And the thing is, I have like lots of things to do. I didn't finish like anything. I mean, like, yeah, I didn't finish the thing that I have to do. And I don't know. I'll be opening the stream later. I'll be definitely opening the stream like tomorrow at night at the same time. I'm gonna play the date with Dad. I wish I can finish the game. And for the next day, I will. What am I playing? I think Lurk in the Dark. Maybe if I finish it. Oh my god, my avatar. Okay, that will be working well. Okay, so I'll be playing a Lurk in the Dark, and if I finish it early, maybe I'll be playing something more. I'll think about that. So thanks for watching today, and see you tomorrow at the same time. Bye bye. A good day or night.